the place to put a smile on your face. Judy and the crew will take care of you, bring your appetite, and treat your taste buds right. Diz's Cafe is always a winning choice. Breakfast, lunch, or supper. Diz's Cafe at 860 Elm Street in downtown Manchester. Dine in, take out, or make a reservation. Call 603-606-2532. Eat, drink, and be happy. Diz's Cafe.
You are listening to WMNHLP, Manchester's radio, broadcasting at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation from the top of 1000 Elm Street. Our studios are located at 1045 Elm Street and licensed to Manchester Public Television Service in Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Contact us by email at WMNH953@gmail.com or through our website at WMNHradio.org.
Silver understand. I'm the voice that speaks with you inside your head. I've told you once, I told you twice. This time I'm not gonna be so nice. And now you feel it down deep in your legs. And if you break down, don't you know? Well, if you love, don't let them see you this way. And if you take down all that you know, it's up to you, but I just thought you should know. Oh, whoa. Back here, so candid, when I know that you can't stand it, but I planned it out just so you could win. I stand before you, you tried to ignore me, but it's here, it's where we'll begin. And if you break down, don't you know? Who if you love, don't let them see you this way. And if you take down all that you know, it's up to you, but how I think you should go. But if you clear the fields and run, it's here you'll see what's been hiding. All this time you
The commander to the supreme leader, Matsu coming down.
Welcome, everybody. Here we go. We are live and we are back. Happy Saturday morning. It is Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast Channel 6 if you're in Manchester. And hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. Today is a Saturday, November 18, 2023. Got to get used to saying that, Saturday. And I am not alone. Jenny is here.
Darling.
Good morning.
It is a fine morning.
Yes, yes. So if you are just joining us, because I know previously we had the best of Matt Connarton Unleashed in this time slot, but now we are every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to noon live here from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM. And for our first Saturday show, we've got a stacked show for you today. We've got members of Sepsiss who are going to be joining us in just a moment. And coming up in the second hour, we have Kevin Horan, a great singer-songwriter who's been on the show. He's going to bring his guitar, and he's going to come in and play for us. And in the third hour, we've got Bilodeau, who will be joined by Huey the Gecko live in studio, and they're going to play some tunes. We also opened the show today with a brand new track from Boston band Bees Deluxe, who could not be with us here today because they're on tour. But they sent us a couple of new tunes that they wanted to give us the world radio premiere for those. Such a great band. So we've had Conrad War on the show before, and we will have them back soon, I'm sure. And of course, excuse me. This is earlier in the day than I'm used to doing this. And
gotta bring out that sexy voice.
I don't know about that, but and we also have, of course, Erich Pilcher's classic film review, and we're gonna run that around a little bit before 11 a.m. today. And this week the subject is Ferris Bueller's Day Off from 1986. So we've got a great show for you today, and the studio line is open. So if you have any questions or comments or feedback for our guests, 603-250-6007 is the studio line, 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476. I'm on social media at Matt Connarton. You can email me, Matt, at mattconnerton.com. And, of course, you can interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. Very busy chat room this morning, so happy to see that. But without further ado, let me bring these mics up. And we've got Sepsiss in the house.
Everything sounds so good. I don't know if are you using the headphones?
Sure am.
Are you using the headphones?
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hi. Well, if you don't use the headphones and somebody calls in, you're not gonna know it.
Oh,
That's the thing.
Okay.
You will have to try to suck it out of the microphone into your brain and
I was
figure out
gonna
what
say,
you're
I've
saying.
used
That won't work so great.
I'll have to use my New England telepathy.
Yes. I didn't know that was a thing. That's fair.
I made it up.
We are fueled by fluffing up.
So everyone, I'll let you introduce yourselves, and because you're not only do you have the band, but you've got
some of us.
You've got the podcast, and you always have a lot going on.
Yeah. So this is some of the band. This is getting confusing. This is getting confusing because stage left is Lexi Swarm, who's actually our merch girl.
Hi.
So it's getting confusing because our merch girl also performs in the band with us.
I love that. I watched your videos for months.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's got music coming out with
Right?
the band.
Now,
Oh, really?
Now that I didn't realize.
Oh,
Very
congrats.
cool. Very cool.
Yeah,
Stay tuned next year.
her and Melissa have a song coming out called Bathwater.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's
coming up.
awesome. That's
It's in
awesome.
it's in the future. But people have been watching her develop her scream for a couple years now. She's been developing. She has her own like scream thing going on. She can tell you about that later. But she's the merch girl, and she does some screaming and percussion of sorts. She's been doing all kinds of. She'll tell you about
I
that.
love it.
And then there's Zachy B, who plays bass.
Howdy.
I'd like to say that he's new to the lineup, but nobody's new anymore. There's no more new, and the newness is gone. But I tell you, he has so many different departments and different roles here. Do you want to introduce some of yourself?
Some of yourself.
Just some of myself. So my name is Zach.
Pick the.
I've already
parts.
introduced Lexi, so I figured.
Yeah.
So I'm Zachy B. I play bass. I've been with Sepsiss now for God.
Feels like forever.
I know. I think it's what, 7 months?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't.
Yeah.
We can't let him go.
No.
Don't
You guys are
leave.
stuck with me
That's
now.
not a pun. Letting go. That's not a pun. Zach was in other bands. Zach has been in like 15 other bands.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody know. Everywhere I go, we'll be somewhere in line, and people will go, "Oh," and I'll think they noticed him because of Sepsiss. You know,
Yeah. Well, bass players are in high demand, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
more than ever.
In fact, that's how I got into playing bass, was because everybody wanted to play
That's
guitar.
how we got
so-
into Sepsiss
Yeah.
Yep.
by
Excellent.
playing the bass.
Well, very good. That worked out well.
As opposed to the viola.
Yeah. Although, but that, I mean, that's kind of what the conversation is. But he does so much more. And I wasn't being sarcastic. These guys do all kinds of other stuff.
Oh,
That's why I brought him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been loving all the videos I've been seeing with you guys and the images and the pictures. And you guys, you look so awesome.
You want to know
You guys
why?
have really
you.
come
Thank you.
together in this like really cool package.
You see what she's doing?
What's she doing?
Smiling.
Yeah,
We're happy.
that's awesome.
We're happy. We're a happy band again, and we're happy human beings. That's why. That's why.
she's also wearing a great shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yes.
a very.
I know. I
sexy
wasn't
shirt.
sure where she got that.
For those on the radio and not unable to visualize us on Comcast or Facebook or wherever, she's wearing a very sexy Matt Connarton Unleashed.
Nobody ever
T-shirt.
visualizes
Oh,
the
yeah.
people of Sepsiss ever. We don't ever get visualized.
But by the way,
We could do that now.
Rhonda Favero from California is in the chat room. She says, "I so dig this band."
Oh.
Right before you introduced him, Isaac was in there going, "Is that Sepsiss?
Yeah.
No way!"
Yeah, it's some of us. And but this is I brought the podcasters with me because
Yes.
nobody else in the band wakes up until at least 10.
Right.
I'm not even sure. How many band members do you think are awake right now?
None. Besides
Ha!
the two that are
Well,
here right
I'll
now.
tell you, our drummer Salvatore, Robert Pan, is awake right now.
He's awake?
Yes. And
What?
all of the whole band's busted up. Lexi's got a broken toe. Robert's got a broken arm. Robert has been playing on the drums for the last 2 months with a broken arm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. So if any of the videos that you've seen, any of the live stuff that we've been doing, we just played Swarmy Fest.
Yeah.
Everything we're doing, he's been playing with his hand wrapped up, busted up, broken up, and we're talking about different departments and like all the different stuff we do here, and that's why it gets confusing at times. So this is the podcast, and Robert's the drummer, and he probably is up because he's on his way to Brooklyn because he plays in the punk band Rags to Stitches.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But he's off to New York right now with his broken arm.
Wow.
To go play more rock and roll.
How does he do that? I mean,
I don't know.
Does he kind of do a Rick Allen thing where he doesn't really use that arm
No,
much, or
he
what?
uses. He's been using the broken arm.
I assume his doctor disapproves.
So this has been an ongoing thing in the company. We get there, we have meetings, you know.
Yeah.
And we talk about his arm. Well, we talk about everybody's limbs. It's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like what we do at band practice now. We just talk about body parts. But
So how's your limbs today?
right, we all go in. We check
Are they fully
appendages, You know what I mean? 'Cause
Anything
you
broken?
can't play any music without
I
appendages.
feel like
Yeah.
I need to put up a fundraiser for Sepsiss to buy a bubble wrap.
Oh, there's
Maybe a
fundraisers
little
for
shaman.
sepsis.
That'd be a good
Little
gimmick.
shaman, little bubble wrap.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Tylenol. We have
Back in
several.
the day, I was an EMT. I could have been your own EMT.
Well, I tell you, there's an open position in Sepsiss right now for security drivers and pain reducer.
You know, it's funny too.
I feel like we need a chiropractor too.
And this is
like
why
it.
our budget. This is why it's hard for us to play out because all the chiropractors and bubble wrap.
Well, you know, you mentioned too your
Just-
drummer on his way to play in another band. That's been a big subject on the show recently. It seems
Yeah.
like every band we have on, their drummer is in like multiple bands because there's just not enough drummers. Drummers are in even higher demand than bass players.
Well, that's why most bands have laptop on drums.
You see a lot of that, yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, they go, hey, this is Zachy B on bass. Diddly-diddly-doo. This is Lexi on tambourine. Shh, shh, shh. And this is MacBook on the drum.
Right.
Return, copy, paste.
No, wow. I never
Yeah.
really stop and think
It's
about
a-
that.
It's
my-
a wild world.
I
now.
don't see that often, though.
Well, that's the thing. You don't see it.
Right,
Because
right.
there's no people. Normally you see somebody doing this. You know,
Right, right.
There's nobody doing it.
My theory about, and Jenny's heard me say this a lot, my theory about that with the drummers is that, you know, when you're growing up and you first get interested in playing a musical instrument and you go to your parents and you have to have the conversation, well, I want to play drums. And that's the one thing, that and maybe the tuba are the two things that they're going to try to talk you out of.
Like, do you want to make noise?
Right.
No. No.
They're
We
gonna
have
try to-
neighbors.
Yeah, they're going to try to talk you out of that one. So,
No, no, we can't go further into this conversation without going, yeah, Sepsiss, Metal Band of the Year.
oh, yes. Yes.
Those, I saw the most amazing images. I saw you guys holding the award and all the. Oh, I was so happy for you guys. I was jumping through the screen. That was congratulations. Hard won, hard work.
I tried to capture the moment on my phone, but I was so wound up.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, these phones now have image stability and artificial intelligence and all that. I mean, with all the lenses, I got like 5 lenses on this thing,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to capture the moment. You know,
Yeah.
and I just noticed I'm useless. You know, they're doing the names and everything, and you know, everybody deserved to be there. You know, everybody
Yeah.
worked so hard to be there.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all the nominees that were there. But you know, anytime we've never won anything other than being Sepsiss. You know,
Right.
this is like a, you know, for some people, like some people have bands and it like they're hobbyists. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's all level. There's all level of bands.
This is our
Absolutely.
life. This is our life, though,
Yeah. Yeah.
for us. You know what I mean? Some people, it's a weekend thing, a thing they do with your friends or whatever. This is me and Melissa's life.
Oh, yes.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Sepsiss all day, every day, inside and out.
This
This
is
I
for-
know because I am a swarmy. I do follow. I do
we,
share.
we-
Absolutely share everything. I love following you guys. I love watching what you're doing. One of the things I love that you bring to the table is you talk about the industry in ways that other people don't.
Hold that thought because I do want to get into that, but we have a call. We have our first ever Saturday morning call, and I think I know who this is. Eazy-G, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, it's got a quick question. You talk about a road trip to your drummer there. I was wondering if you guys ever made a road trip to play in Canada.
That's
What?
that's
Yo.
Eazy-G's standard question.
Yes.
Really?
So I have, yeah. Wow.
Hey,
It's-
here you go, Easy. Yeah.
I have a meeting this Monday about a Canada trip.
Oh,
2 shows.
excellent.
Excellent.
Wow, that's great. All right, well, I'll listen to the rest of the show, and you guys have a great
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, Eazy-G, thank you.
We love our Easy-G.
Yes, yes.
I'd love to get to Canada because that's where my family's from.
Oh,
Where-
cool.
From Canada?
Yeah, we're very Canadian.
I would like to go to Canada because we have a lot of fans there, and I think if we went there and it was well planned, we would probably have a good turnout if everyone prepared.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, absolutely.
If you have a question for the band, 603, or about the podcast, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. But yeah, Jenny mentioned, you know, you talk about the music industry and the, it's, what is the name of the podcast?
So
Because I
the
feel like
confusion is expanding.
because I feel like it changed at one point, right?
Okay, so
No.
It didn't.
I love it.
No.
I feel like the name changed. No.
Okay, so we have So Lexi has bear with me. Lexi has a podcast called the Metal Honeys Podcast.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's the one you do with Melissa, right?
Well, no.
No.
Oh.
No. So
Oh.
so
We have a whole network.
so we right. There's a whole
There's a hive.
there is.
Oh, yeah.
And if I had to explain all the lore someday, they'd be like a big family tree. But the Metal Honeys podcast is Lexi in her world of honeys, and they talk about the music industry on their own. And
Okay.
and that is like her generation and like a view from, like, I say this because I'm feeling old. But it's young people's perspective on rock and roll today, modern technology, and the entertainment industry as a whole. And then you have Swarm TV. And Swarm TV is not a podcast. It's a live stream.
Okay.
So Melissa's a streamer.
Yeah.
And streamers are a little bit different than podcasters. Podcasting is more like what we're doing here.
Yep.
I could do this.
Right.
Live streaming is when you talk to the fans. You kind of do a little bit of a hybrid thing because you're reading on your live stream right now,
Right.
as well as broadcasting. I can't do it. I don't have the faculties.
It's tricky.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
So Melissa's great at it, and she does Twitch and live streaming, and the raids and the multi-stream.
I watch her paint sometimes.
I can't, like, it.
Yeah.
She does the multi. She can put her brain in several pieces of the room and
Well,
spread. Well, I don't.
It's a talent that women tend to have. Let's just say.
I'm serious. And she wears many hats during this thing, and she can kind of bookmark and keep up the conversations. Whereas on the podcast, and that's why I brought these guys with me, the Honeycomb Hideout
Oh, okay. Right.
is every midweek. It's Hump Day.
Wednesday, let me.
Wednesday, let me. So it's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. and it's 7 to 9, and it's live, but it's not so much of a podcast as it is a show about a podcast. So it's really a live stream
Yeah.
of us podcasting.
Right.
It's not really a podcast. It's not the podcast where you listen to it on Apple Music Podcast or something.
I kind of
like,
see it as a round table, and as
Yes.
the person,
Yeah.
as the visitor coming in to watch, I get a seat at the table. But when I'm in your stream, and I can say something or whatever, if I'm on your YouTube or if I'm on your Facebook stream or what have you, I can say something. They pop up on the screen. You guys respond to it, and I love it. But it is more of a conversation that you're getting to participate in as the viewer. That's my take on the Honeycomb.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, very good. It's live. It's interactive.
Educational.
Somebody could slip on a banana peel. Somebody could say the wrong. I mean, and that's the excitement behind it.
Right.
The other thing I want to point out, though, it's not. People might watch a 20-second reel of it and go, "Oh, these guys are educators," but it is perspective. I think a lot of people might imagine us as coming on and presenting like facts, but it's more experience. It's education through the experience and the point of view through the conversational piece of the participants and the people on the table. Meaning I might say something, we might have a conversation about backtracks or something, and there could be several different frequencies and opinions about that.
Yeah.
Where so there's not a band narrative. There's not an overall voice that speaks for the band or the podcast. Everybody kind of participates, and we salt and pepper to taste.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and everybody kind of just respects the space. But you know, it's not fact nor fiction. It's human beings with a human take on it.
Yeah.
And every band is different, and every entertainment department is different. We realize that for us, we're an independent band, and we talk about a lot of topics from the perspective of independence. So if you're somebody that's in, and we're saying it all the time, if you're somebody that's in pursuit of a music industry, then we can be easily misunderstood in 20 seconds of film,
Right.
or 20 seconds of reel, because it's not fact based. It really is the experience of the band that we're narrating.
Yeah.
So if you're a band and you're coming on and you're looking for solutions, the Honeycomb Hideout might not be the greatest conduit to the industry, because independent musicians looking to keep their independence shouldn't go through the music industry.
Expand on that if you would. That's interesting.
There are the tools are different, Matt. So like the tools that you need to hone and the acquisitional responsibilities and relationships that you would need as an independent are useless in the music industry.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Like you wouldn't take on a path of investing yourself and putting yourself in the nucleus of the industry in pursuit of Grammys and do the kind of stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to pursue, we've been on the charts before. You wouldn't want to pursue charts because the time that you're doing to pursue a professional music industry or the products or the acquisitional tools and features of a music industry.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be independent with the goal of getting into the music industry to then unlock your independence.
Right. I get what you mean.
If you're planning on being independent, and you'll see this a lot of times, you'll say, "What are you doing?" They say, "Well, we're independent." We say, "Well, why are you independent?" Not what, why?
Right.
What are the goals behind being an independent? Oh, so I can get into the music industry. Then what are you going to do when you get there? I'm going to be independent.
Yeah.
So you're going to work your way to get to all of these, you're going to have to rely on these relationships and tools. So you're going to acquire independent tools. You're going to acquire independent relationships. You're going to build your resume in independence. You're going to be able to show your work in independence.
Right.
And then you guys got to understand that the music industry is an industry that is designed for artists to need them.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
So if you don't need that, so the issue
Right.
is if there's nothing that they can take away from you, if there's nothing that they could give to you, we get left out a lot of times of the products and features of the music industry because they can't take them away.
Yeah. I feel like
We're not invited.
we have seen examples of Taylor Swift sort of trying to, when you mentioned unlocking your independence once you're in. I mean, obviously, who's more in the music industry than Taylor Swift?
No one.
But now she's trying to, because she was upset about her catalog being bought out from her. I don't know all the intricacies of it, but so she went and re-recorded everything and is re-releasing it separate from the previous deal that she was in because she's trying to reclaim her independence. Or I'm reminded of what Prince did. This goes back to the, what was that, late 90s when he, when he decided he didn't want to be a part of the system anymore, or he called it a matrix, and he said, I don't want to be with Warner Brothers anymore.
Yes, we've done this all before. People have just forgotten.
Yeah. So you see examples of people trying to kind of who are so. It seems to be the ones who are in deepest in the music industry.
We are a
itself,
perfect example.
Yeah.
We go on the part of the podcast is, us making fun of ourselves, Matt. A lot of times that people go, how are you able to talk about this? What qualifies you guys to talk about how silly it is to get a record deal? Well, it's because we had a record deal.
Oh, you did?
Well, how can we talk about pay to play? It's because we've done it.
Yeah.
How can we talk about being scammed? I mean, it's one thing to be an alcoholic and go to school for it. You know what I mean? To talk about alcoholism and read it out of a book, But it's another thing to or read about homelessness or go to school for homelessness. But it's another thing to live on the street. So in terms of education and experience, what we talk about on the podcast isn't just some like narrow or like one-sided or one-dimensional experience. A lot of what we talk about on the podcast is because, like alcoholism, not only have we read books on it and studied it and lived through it, and we have family members and people that have been affected by it.
Yeah.
But we've also tasted alcohol. Not just that we've we're reporting on pay to play, we're reporting on Spotify, we're reporting on unfairness. Like Taylor Swift, your taste buds change. You get hip. I mean, people recruit people to fight wars before their brains developed.
Yes.
And the same thing with the music industry. They recruit before your brains develop, before you know how to use the tools, before you know how to make use of the responsibilities.
Yeah.
The most responsible people in the room, Matt, get to make the rules. Okay? And before you learn what the responsibilities are, they want to make sure that you've paid your dues.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And then nobody wants to talk about it. So you pay your dues, and then you're not popular if you talk about it, because in the industry it's not popular to talk about unfairness.
True.
So Taylor's grown up. Taylor Swift has grown up, and so is Sepsiss. You get in, you start this stuff, you get into music, and for a lot of us, we all got into music in a time where we were shaping our identities. Mm-hmm. Okay, when we were kids. So for a lot of us, we got into this in a time when we were trying to shape who we were and who we are.
Right.
And that changes as your brain develops.
Of course, yeah. I mean, the human brain really, until you're 25, it hasn't really fully developed. And
sometimes for late bloomers into your 30s.
Sure.
So clinically speaking, biologically speaking, like human beings, we stay kids longer than other creatures. Mm-hmm. Kittens and grasshoppers they don't remain in their youth, as long as human beings do.
Yeah.
So we're infatuated with our youth. Our creature is. We're infatuated with, immortality and living forever, and we're infatuated with all, having all and subscribing to all and living forever in the fountain of youth. So believe me, the record companies, believe me, the generals and the presidents and believe me, that's who the pushers find.
Right.
That's who the chicken hawks go after, is the young and impressionable kids that want to be rock stars. And by the time you're old enough to learn the game, they done changed the technology on you. The format's different.
Are there?
Yeah.
As soon as you learn radio, they change it to cassettes. Then you learn cassettes, then they change it to CD. Then the CD, then you rip it all off the web. When you were a kid, all you wanted to do was be on MTV. There's no MTV anymore.
Yeah.
There hasn't been MTV for a long time.
There hasn't been anything. No, but there hasn't been anything for a long time. There hasn't been anything for a long time.
True that.
Not even dinosaurs. They never came back.
That's true.
Things come and they go. And that same thing with MP3, same thing with Bluetooth, Blu-ray, laser discs. Everything will come and everything will go.
Can you actually let me give the studio line and then I have a question. 603-250-6007 if anyone wants to chime in. 603-250-6007. By the way, our second hour guest can't make it. He's going to have to reschedule. So I don't know. Can you all stay longer than what we had planned, or I don't know if you're on a time.
No, we're not on a time limit like that. We'll stay a little bit. I don't see why not.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can you talk about some of the things? I mean, William, you mentioned like some of the things you've been through, like pay to play and a bad record deal and all that. I mean, can you expand on some of that? And I'm a music industry nerd, so this is particularly interesting to me.
I can expand past the time you're scheduled here, but these guys might want to expand a little bit. I'll never stop expanding. That's kind of my bad habit.
My question was right on that same lines. What's the most frequent thing that you see with younger bands getting pulled into, or is it the pay to play? What is the one you see the most frequently that you think?
Being told they have to sell tickets to be on the bill. Like, you have to sell a minimum 50 tickets, and each ticket is like $25. And if you don't sell all of them, we kick you off.
That's a popular one.
And the band takes nothing.
Nothing. They're not even allowed to perform.
Yeah, many times those bands don't get paid.
And that's just for the opening slot on the parking lot stage outside the venue.
A lot of times we find, this is going to bother a lot of people, a lot of times we find that we're the only band that's getting paid.
Yeah.
Did you experience it yourself when you were first starting? Where did you end up doing this?
I'll tell you,
the ticket sales.
I sure did when I played in bands.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
And we did a lot of our me and Melissa did in the beginning. We did a lot of paying our dues, but I need to make it clear that, oh man, I'm foot in mouth here, but we've been really lucky. We've been really taken care of. We're a really privileged band. A lot of people come, a lot of people go with us, but like me and Melissa, we've been doing this since 2010. We've been really lucky and really blessed to have had people on our side and kind of guiding us along the way. And we've made a whole lot of mistakes, but that's part of the ride. But
Welcome to being human.
Yeah. But I just want to say, like, yes, we've paid our dues, but we haven't been held hostage to it because we're not stupid, and we know what unfair looks like. And me and Melissa, a big feature of this band, being in it was standing up for ourselves. So we also come from the street. You know what I mean? We're not a little privileged band that comes from, a garage that's all decked out with mommy bought you an amplifier.
Right.
We didn't, you know what I'm saying? Me and Melissa don't come from that.
Yeah.
Sepsiss doesn't come from that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I respect.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
So for us, we're not making music for riches or fame. And a lot of these kids, they're in it for the wrong reasons. So that's why they're easy to take. So that's why the chicken hawks, it's easy to drop a line in the pond. But for us, we come from court backgrounds, law backgrounds, the street, prison, jail. I was in boys' homes and juvenile halls growing up. I was, I'm also adopted. I didn't grow up with any family, so I grew up in the family court system. So I had lawyers my whole life. I was also a childhood rapper, DJ.
Oh, no kidding.
All this. So I had managers growing up. I was hip to. I had press background.
Interesting.
Some broadcasting background. I got some of my first. I had my broadcasting background at WHEB. I lived in Portsmouth.
No kidding.
Me being a Portsmouth resident, a street performer, dancer. The theaters, repertory theaters. So I grew up in the environment.
Yeah.
So I was like, you grew up in the environment, you know about managers, especially during the 80s and 90s, it was real sleazy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had the kids on the take, and that's who the talent scouts were after, was the kids.
Yeah.
So I was in modeling agencies as a kid. I did a lot of performing. I used to perform for Pro Portsmouth. I was in the newspaper all the time, Market Square Day. So we were hip to more, we were hip to it.
Yeah.
Early.
By the way, Legion of Solace is in the chat and says we are proud to call ourselves partner and affiliate with the Sepsiss family for the last 2 or 3 years now.
Woo.
Very nice.
I don't know how many years we've been around.
I love when our partners can't tell how many years they've been around because it feels like they're just part of it.
Right, yeah.
You've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
When you say, I don't know, like in the record industry, they have this little box that says perpetual.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't. Right. So they got you something.
Oh.
Yeah, you have a
Do you
little
want to
gift.
see this?
Oh, yeah.
You have a gift.
Oh.
We come with gift.
Oh, wonderful.
Gifts are fun.
He doesn't exactly know.
I heard about this. Very nice. Actually, will you move this way a little bit so the camera can see? And just back a little bit. No. Right,
come towards me,
right,
and then face that camera right there.
For those watching online. Very nice. Support local metal. Yes, I love
this
it.
is what I love, though.
There you go.
Oh, wow. My name.
Your name.
Matt Connarton Unleashed. That's
that.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Cool,
Wow.
and they signed it.
That is wonderful.
That
Thank
is
you.
awesome.
Oh, now I'm gonna really make you feel bad.
I want to frame it.
So everybody,
Wow.
Aw.
I mean,
Right?
you'll feel bad, but only temporarily. So everybody, Swarmy Fest was an absolute success.
Oh, it broke my heart to miss it.
No, I know, and I'm not going to twist the knife. I'm really not. But everybody, I'll have you know, everybody looked for you guys, though.
Really? Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
But
I
that
wanted
should make
to
you
be
feel
there
good, though.
so much.
There's nothing you could have done.
We'll be at the next one.
Period.
I assume it's going to be annual, right?
Oh yeah, no. So Swarmy Fest 3 is November 2nd.
Excellent. You've already got that locked in at Jewel?
Yeah, it's at Jewel. It's at November 2nd next year. If you're a band you want to play,
Excellent.
Come on down.
email Richie Downs.
I'll rent a
Little
horse if I have
New
to.
Yes.
Hampshire
Damn it.
humor there. Email NH Booking if you'd like to play Swarmy Fest 3.
Excellent.
You know you want to.
I know it ain't
It is.
fucking.
It's 2 stages.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
2-stage thing was awesome.
Tell us about it. What was it like? I mean, how did it go?
Okay, well, I was nervous the whole time.
Total love the honesty, yeah.
Yeah, because we never did 2 stages at Jewel. I've played Jewel a bunch of times. And,
Yeah.
and what I was nervous about is the sound is so good on the front stage.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want anybody to have less. I was really, especially, we had some really good bands in the other room, and there wasn't anybody up there that wasn't absolutely qualified to play the main stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all those other bands were perfect for the main stage.
Yeah.
I don't like to even use that English.
Right. Yeah.
Because everybody was dressed great. The attitude. I love when a show comes together and everyone's participating.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about what's the blueprint or the template for independents coming together and having a great show? This is it.
Yeah.
Swarmy Fest is it.
That's the one.
And the purpose of Swarmy Fest is to prove unequivocally that local talent can get together at high quality. There's no buy-ons.
Yep.
There's no pay to play.
Yeah.
There's opportunity forever. People that stay to the end can get some gas money. People that everyone's encouraged to participate. Of course, Matt Connarton is involved, opening the doors, letting all the bands come down here to get some press and some airtime.
Oh, I loved getting the bands in.
Yeah.
You guys had
that is it.
such a lineup. Oh, wow.
Like Solace coming and being a part of that. They made a huge weekend coming down, supporting bands all the way up the coast.
Yeah.
Culminating in Swarmy Fest, visiting with their partners, and it wound up being this huge frequency of people from all over the area that come in and to celebrate traditional neighborhood, homegrown music. And there's no crazy egos, fist fights flying around. Nobody owes anybody money. There's no celebrities. There's no rock stars. Nobody's a headliner or a co-headliner. Nobody went over set times. Nobody begged for encores. Nothing came up missing.
Awesome.
This is what I love about Swarmy Fest.
A quality network is
Right. And
community, bringing it all together. It was really strong.
It was, and it's for the purpose to show that neighborhood bands are top quality and they fucking draw.
Oh, dude.
Sorry about that.
We're on
and they draw.
We're on a delay. I caught it.
I forgot about that.
Sorry.
And they draw. I'm always saying the F word on the podcast. Sorry about that. And they draw.
Yeah.
They draw. And that's the big purpose. We want to try to teach everybody as much as we possibly can. The bands that we're working with, we want to try to teach and encourage them to draw.
We have a call. We'll see who's on the line here. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
This is Malcom from Legion of Solace.
Hey.
Malcom!
Oh my gosh!
Malcom, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I just wanted to call in and say I had an amazing time from my first trip from Lynchburg, Virginia, all the way up there. Sepsiss threw it on. Swarmy Fest was a shit. Excuse my language, was the bee's knees. And I want to say, Matt, it would have been an honor to meet you guys, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just wanted to call in and say thank you for doing what you're doing also, because it is amazing. I run a radio show. I know what you're doing, and it's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I love it. I love everything that all you guys are doing. I'm glad to know every last one of you.
Oh, thank you, Malcolm.
Thank you so much, Malcolm.
Thank you very much.
We love you very much.
No problem, guys. And y'all keep it up, man, and I can't wait to see y'all next year at Swarmy Fest, because I already written it on my calendar. I'm ready to go.
Yes.
Yay.
That's so exciting.
That's awesome.
I'm going to get back to watching you guys. I just wanted to call in real quick. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for waking up in the morning.
All right, Malcolm, thank you so much for the call.
Yeah, thank you to anybody that woke up this morning.
All right, bye-bye.
So question for everybody's favorite March girl. Did you sell out of the Swarmy Fest t-shirts?
I was so close.
Yeah, we're
You
close.
still have some?
I still have a couple.
Ooh, we need to talk.
Yeah. No, we could hook you up.
Definitely. For sure.
I can't believe I missed that. But like Malcom said something that was so important. Is like we were talking about like it's not about like what you earlier like what you're doing. Like okay, the what is like you're having the show and what the bands are moving the gear back and forth and they're tuning the guitar strings. But like why? And it like Malcom really just pointed it out. And your ability to slash and zap swear words. I don't know if anybody got this, but the friendship, man, the friendship, the humanity.
Yeah,
Magical.
Just no hocus pocus. This was a magical moment of communities and people from all over the region, all over the country coming together. I mean, we got people who bust in and people that flew in, wives, girlfriends, kids. I mean, families. This is a family affair. It's a family event. And it there's no big math. There's no arithmetic. It's people that love homegrown rock and roll.
Yeah.
It proves that people love drums and guitars and screaming and dancing. And it's that simple.
Yeah.
You know, it's that simple. There's no rule in the world. It's something that we've always loved to do. You know, and we're proving that people still love to do it.
Who was the furthest away band who came and played? Who do you know offhand? Who, like, I'm curious who was
Our guitar player? No. So Hot Sauce, our guitar player, she drives, she's up there.
Yeah.
She's way up there, but I think she's up there with
Dark Rain.
Yeah.
Dark Rain is up there.
Yeah, because I think they
Wichita.
came from the. Yeah.
Wichita, Maine.
Oh, okay.
Wichita, what did she say?
Wichita?
Yeah, Wichita.
There was a
Worcestershire
Wichita,
sauce?
Maine.
Huh?
I didn't know there was a Wichita, Maine.
I didn't either.
Wichita
Until I looked
Road.
up Dark Rain.
Isn't that a band? That's a band too, huh? Wichita?
Wichita.
Ain't that-
Oh, Witch Trot.
That's a band, isn't
That is a
it?
band.
We had
Shout
them
out
on
to
the,
had
Witch
them.
Trot.
we had them on the show.
See?
What?
Yep, I have a
That's
t-shirt.
crazy. I told you. I know all the
Witch Trot
bands.
T-shirt.
No, we play. We've seen them play. I think at the Hill, Witch
Yes.
Trot.
Oh, Charlie's Hill?
That's
is
right.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really good. Salvatore is in the chat room, by the way. He says, I am there in spirit.
No, he's right now. He's loading in his drum kit in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
With his broken arm. I hope
I
someone's
know what
helping
he's
him.
doing.
Gotta meet this guy.
Yeah.
Really? You've never
person.
met Sal?
I don't think I've ever met in person.
I don't think we have.
No.
Okay. So
We have to make this
me and
happen
Sal
now.
are both Libras, but he's definitely more balanced. This guy is. Sal's the most balanced guy in the band.
Yeah.
He's got to be. He's a drummer.
He's so chill.
Him and Melissa, I think, are the most chill.
So chill.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, because we need them the most, of course.
Malcolm Wood in the chat says, almost had our car towed away for this.
Oh my God.
I forgot about that.
What happened?
I didn't know about that.
At
What?
Swarmy Fest?
It
Yeah.
was quite the.
I love stories.
It was quite the theater, you know. Of course, everybody's pulling in, and
Yeah.
there was no places to park. And if these guys are partners, though, and we always park in the same place, and we get out there, and there's just, I mean, there's a circle, there's a kerfuffle.
It was,
There was a kerfuffle.
oh no.
And I, you know, it's Manchester, so I'm used to kerfuffles.
Uh-huh.
oh
But
no.
I'm not. I was very disappointed to see that it was the Solace. It was everybody and me just autopilot. You know, there's nowhere to park. Like people say, where do you park in Manchester? Nowhere.
Right.
Well, it's weird. Usually, like, there's a lot of lots nearby, but the lot directly next door to Jewel is, like, super uptight. So, like, they have, like,
I think
tow
it's how they
truck
make their
drivers just
money.
lurking around.
I think it's how they
Like,
make their money. Is they sit near Jewel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
And this-
and it's such a fine line between where the Jewel parking lot is and where
Yep.
the neighbor's parking lot is.
Yep.
So they parked in that one spot that happened to be on the other person's
And these
turf. And
these two tow truck drivers get out. I think they had a total of 3 teeth. They get out and they had this car on. I mean, they had it loaded up faster than you
they're-
could say blacklight invasion.
Oh, they're pros.
I mean, this thing was up, and
Oh my God.
it was a standoff out there. It was the Legion versus the tow truck people.
Really?
Wow.
And then I already told you the tow truck people only have 3 more teeth. They had no more teeth to lose. And they were outnumbered. And the guy is crazy.
Did
It might have
charge you to
been
drop it?
90 pounds, and he's screaming and yelling, banging on his chest. And I was like, "Can we please de-escalate?
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Can we please de-escalate?"
Because usually once they've got your car hooked up, that's it. Like, you got to
They'll
pay
charge you a
them.
fee
Yeah.
to
Oh
drop
no, they
it.
charged a fee.
To drop it?
Yeah, I think it was like
Yeah,
$200
it's a
to get it
lot
off
of
the
money.
truck.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
way.
charged them the full
Wow.
tow fee. Yeah.
Awful.
Hey, maybe next year put
Oh.
up like one of those police tape things. Not police tape, but tape. Don't park past here.
Well, we thought, we had tasers and pepper spray. We thought, but they already had the.
Once they got it
Yeah,
up,
they already got it
you're
up.
done.
Yeah, Malcolm says in the chat we paid $175
Wow.
to drop
Mind
it.
you,
Yep.
yeah,
Bro.
That's
Yeah.
stinky.
and this guy's like yelling, and Malcolm is this huge guy,
Yeah.
and this tiny little guy's yelling at Malcolm. I'm going, this is not good for the little guy.
No.
I said, Malcolm is this big guy, and there's this little guy with the tow truck.
But the problem is the little guy has all
He's
the
got the
power.
key, right.
He's got the car. He's got the car hooked up. He's got the power.
Right.
Yep.
Give me
So at
money
one
or I'm
point-
going away.
This must be like a trained operation because if they had it up as quickly as
It
you
was
said
so
that they did,
fast.
this is a trained
There are
operation.
videos
Like they
on YouTube
stopped.
of these guys with secret cameras.
What?
Yeah, I think
I've
they had
seen them.
drones out there
There
waiting
are
for us to
videos
park.
of secret cameras watching people park. No parking sign right there. No parking.
Yep.
And the tow truck drivers just whoosh.
Okay, so
They're
we were
in
talking-
and out before you know it.
We were talking earlier about the music industry and about the podcast and how we're always reporting about gatekeepers, and
Yeah.
it's the same thing with wiffle ball bats and shoehorns and parking. It's in every industry that you can find. People think we're always talking about the music industry. No. We're talking about life.
Yeah.
When
life.
the stuff we're reporting on isn't really about paying your dues in the music industry. When we talk about scams and schemes in the music industry, anybody that watches our podcast should start thinking about the industry that they're currently working in.
Sure. Sure.
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
The landscaping industry. So if you don't have to be a fan of rock and roll to like the hard rock and heavy metal reset. You don't have to be into Sepsiss to love the Honeycomb Hideout or to learn something about your own industry.
Right.
Because what we're reporting about is happening in every industry.
Everywhere. Global.
Yeah, he says in the chat, we had enough time to carry the T-shirts inside to set up our merch table and run back out to stop our car from being stolen. They didn't know that they was about to get a Lynchburg, Virginia butt kicking.
Yeah, like these guys in Virginia, they
probably
don't
have
care.
one of those new tow trucks where they just back up to you. It's got that.
That's all it
the
was.
metal
No,
bar,
it was-
and it just goes whoop.
And no, and
up
I
they
saw-
go. They don't have to do nothing. They can just.
I was
pick it
speaking
up,
with the
take it
guy, and I
away.
said,
Wow.
after we had a version of de-escalation,
Yeah.
which was like not screaming, I was pointing out, these guys are loading in for a job. Like, it's not that they were parked.
Yeah.
Right.
We were getting the equipment out of the car. It wasn't like we were settled in and that. I mean, these guys drove up across country
Right.
and pulled the T-shirts out of the car, turned around, and then had this surprise. I love them guys, man. They did such a great job, though.
They did.
Like, we had so much fun that we can, like, I want to say they really made it comfortable and fun to have, out-of-state sponsors come. We don't usually have sponsors from out of state come. We usually just have people come in as like guests at that rate.
Yeah.
But Bruce and everybody really like insisted, and we had these guys were so great. They had a formal pre-production meeting with us about coming down. I mean, if I could say anything, making friends and solidifying those relationships with those people was some of the most memorable moments of the weekend. It was awesome.
Yeah.
No hocus pocus. It really was. It was magical, despite it made all the things we can't control and made it really valuable.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you have a big production like that and there's 2 stages and people coming in and you got friends and family and guests and you're hoping everybody doesn't get sick or call out or cancel. The only thing you could really do when it's go time, you drove out there 1,000 miles and you got all your gear out there and you're in a different state, the only thing you truly have control over at any time is your attitude towards any circumstance.
Right.
Right. The show's gone. The show must go on. Just like, with the events and circumstances that happen with you guys, and, if you'd have had a terrible attitude about it, that'd have been the only thing you could control.
Mm-hmm.
Because things are going to happen in your life. There's going to be things that pop up and events and circumstances that there's nothing you could physically put your hands on. And the only thing you're going to be able to grasp or grip is your sense of self-control. And that's through the attitude. Are you going to have a great attitude, a positive attitude about something, or you're going to have a bad attitude? Everyone's going to get a painful tooth, or you're going to bump your toe, or you're going to get a flat tire, and you can't control all of that. You can't control when it's going to rain. You really can't control every record sale, and everybody's worried about every insight and metric and every follow, and we're in that time in life where everyone's cutting every nucleus and examining it and measuring it and then cutting that and then giving a name to it and a sub-label and a category. And this is time where we're kind of like hyper-focused on these microtransactions and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just cool to zoom out every now and then and be like, you know what? I don't really control any of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going to have a good attitude about it.
Yeah. By the way, Hans is in the chat room, Hans Smith. And hello. And I don't know this person, but I love the name Gideon Eckhart. I love the name Gideon. Says love to you all. Hello.
Yo, much love.
Hi.
And what is next for Sepsiss? What do you have coming up?
You're going to give me an anxiety attack.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, okay.
That's not good.
So I only say that rhetorically because I know everybody has anxiety and does all that. And we all do. But I say that like people say OCD. People just they throw around these words, like we're all doctors or something.
Uh-huh.
Like we went to school.
Watch out! You're gonna give me heartburn saying that.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna start WebMD and everybody in this room.
My blood pressure?
No, stop it. It's like because we all have the ability to look up all these fancy words. We all forget that like people go to school for this stuff. Like you can't just be a brain surgeon because you read a website.
To be fair, I'm on medication for a lot of this stuff.
Matt's a broadcaster. You can't just wake up and have a Facebook page and say I'm a broadcaster and actually be a broadcaster.
That's true.
I'm tired of that.
I was an EMT, so the medical jargon kind of,
Oh. What's next for us, Lex? There's so much, and really, like, I say anxiety, but it is a good anxiety. We started the conversation off with me saying how happy we are to be a band and a company, and be working with people that are excited, and it's great for me and Melissa. I'm speaking for myself now. It's good for us to be working with people that are grateful and that are behaving consistently and sharing an energy with us that focus and prioritize our fans and our goals.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to be comprehensive, in tandem, speaking the same language, and it's good to be working with an entire room of people that can kind of speak the same language, and we can all go, this is the band we're in, we're all going in this direction, we all want to record, we all want to go to Detroit or whatever we're going to do.
Right.
We can talk about that now. We can share those ideas openly. We can all write them down, and everyone kind of respects each other's space, and we're all grateful and participating mutually for the investment of the goals of the band. That's comprehensive.
Yeah.
It seems that's really what a band is at first, is like the actual physical and intellectual reality that there actually is a band. Mm-hmm. So everyone around has got to be in the band and agree that they're actually in it.
Right.
To have it.
Yeah.
Like that's the cool part about having a band, is actually having it, and we have it.
But that's also one of the hardest parts, right? I mean,
the hardest part of having a band is getting in the same room every week,
right? Yeah.
Because if you can't get in the same room every week, then you can't learn the tunes.
Yep.
If you can't learn the tunes and you don't learn them well enough, nobody can really see the true value of the tunes. No one can get the tunes good enough where they go, oh, wow, this might actually work. And then no one can audition these tunes in front of people.
Yep.
And then no one can audition them to the point where they adjust them and get them good in front of people.
Yeah.
Where everybody can get back in the room and agree that's what success is called.
Right.
I say so. We're you know what I mean? It's that.
It's just a mess.
So what we're really happy about is we've checked off all the boxes for 2023. We don't know how other bands do it, but this is how we do it. We set goals for each year. We all sit down as individuals. We all write down on pieces of paper. He writes down 5 things. She writes down 5. Even our staff members do it.
Yeah,
Everybody. It's a rule. We all sit down. We have rules in the band, and one of the rules is we got to know what you want.
How do you want to participate?
We don't. Right. Nobody. You're not allowed to be in the club unless you tell us what you want. Because there's no reason to be in here unless we can help you get what you want.
Yeah.
Because we know people won't do something for long unless they're getting what they want.
Right.
So that's why the band is very
We've done
goal-oriented.
this for so long.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And like I said, this isn't something, we don't just tune the guitars. We read about this stuff. We're in an evolving industry that in modern day era with the internet and information traveling at light speed, so does the music industry. So the industry is evolving over weeks and days, whereas the years ago, you might have the time with a particular technology like CDs or something, or radio. We had radio around for 50 years. So but now we have something for weeks and until it becomes something else or evolves to something else. So like for us, when you think about who we are a modern rock. We're not rock from 1970s. So we're not hunting radio. We're not hunting outdated ideas. We're not hunting outdated technology. We're not hunting a rock and roll that our grandfathers were in. As much as we borrow from that, as much as we learn from that, and we've inherited skills from that, we can sample and marinate in those conversations and dip into that toolbox as special features, as for conversational pieces, whatever. But we're a modern band.
Yeah.
And we are and for us, it's our goal. We are constantly hunting what others are not doing. Whatever.
The 1%.
We know. She's right. What we do is we're always hunting for that 1 to 5% of what other bands and our competitors aren't doing.
That's the research.
Strategy.
And the cool part is, if you're a band in New Hampshire or in the world, we're following you. Don't ever think that because you ever think that does Ozzy Osbourne follow me, or does this band like me?
Right.
Sepsiss follows you.
Yeah.
We follow everybody.
Yeah.
Even if we don't follow you and hit the button, we're following you. We're watching all of you.
And we're listening to your music.
We're listening to your music too. Whether you're doing karaoke, whether you're doing beatboxing or rapping, we're watching you.
I was going to say, Robert Pan is in the chat room and says, "Hey Matt, Robert Pan from 2nd Street, Sunoco. My son is the drummer for Sepsiss." Very nice.
Bob is my favorite.
Well, apparently, I'll have to stop in at the 2nd Street Sunoco sometime to meet him.
Bob has been in our lives. So people don't notice about so Salvatore Pan is a returning member. And an original drummer for Sepsiss.
Oh, very cool. Good.
So
good.
so he left temporarily and started Rags to Stitches.
Okay.
And now he's back.
Wow. Excellent.
Isn't that cool?
So cool.
Greg Joseph is in the chat. He's from Clemento's, one of our great sponsors here at WMNH, and he says, "They are marvelous. Thank you, guys."
Oh, we love Clemento's.
Very nice.
Great pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Greg Joseph is the owner.
So they have like a stage in there.
That's who was complimenting you.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in there?
Radio. I just got some beautiful faces.
I don't think I have.
From Sepsiss.
I know. So I've been in Clemento's because one of my very close childhood friends, Ricky, he was having an anniversary with his wife, and he's like, "Isn't Sepsiss from Manchester?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, You got to pop down to Clemento's. They got guitars down here. I said, "They got guitars at the pizzeria." I said, "Yeah, they got guitars and drums and shit." I said, "Man, are you serious?" Did I get one?
Yeah, I caught it.
I need one of those.
We gotta work on your
board.
FCC language.
We're on an 8-second delay, so just
So everybody else already station identification.
Word.
For everybody out there, I've only
it'll be on the
used
podcast.
two curse words the entire time. This is great because
You're doing a good job.
In radio.
this is why the podcast. This is why I got to keep my podcasting. Melissa is the one that zaps us. She's behind the camera. She could zap us, but we don't get zapped.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, but anyways,
That could be a funny vision of that table.
we're about to change the look over there. We're about to, we're about to. Yeah, we want it to be more like Pee Wee's Playhouse. Or like
Really take you into a hideout.
Yeah, we want like trap doors to come out, explosions.
What about the Fiend? The playground.
Yes, we want like plants that are dancing in the back. We want this to be
yes.
like maybe like a zombie or something.
Ooh.
Not djembe. She's thinking djembe. She wants to play her drum.
That's what I thought too, because I've heard that word pronounced 1,000 different ways. I thought that's what you were saying.
You remember Mecca Lecca High? Mecca Hiney Ho? That's not a bad word.
No.
That's not a bad word.
No, I don't.
Everybody's like, is Matt gonna zap him? Anyway, shout out to Clemento's. They got great pizza and guitars.
Nicole, I'm not going to say this correctly. I'm sure Budaj Sanborn. Says they are an amazing they are an amazing band musically and personally. Each and every member, very nice.
Oh man, we need as much people to say that as possible. So again, Nicole said that we're personally charming and we are personally satisfying. For the record,
And you're amazing.
She didn't say charming or satisfying,
Oh.
but she did say.
Greg said mob.
But she did say amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
But she used the word personal. See that, Zach?
Personnel as opposed to personable.
Yes. Yeah. Well, me and Zach have this ongoing joke of people that watch us on the internet and review our personalities. I say, come on, you only see the 20-second clip of me. You don't know what happened before the clip or after. What do you think you're reviewing?
Are our personalities in review right now?
Right. Has it ever occurred to you that this might be my public personality?
Yes.
And that could be under review.
You know?
Oh, we had a question too. JFed, one of our friends from Vermont, had a question for Zach about.
Let's ask Zach questions.
About the length of your beard.
I didn't know where that was going.
Yes,
but it moved quickly, thankfully.
Now, this isn't a problem yet, obviously. But if you were to grow it out, he was asking about growing it out, and would you be concerned about it getting caught in your bass strings?
It's funny. I actually just shaved recently.
Did you?
It was a lot longer.
Oh, okay.
Not too long ago.
Is that why you shaved it? Because it was
getting in the way. It's getting itchy.
I got you.
Tom played bass and didn't get stuck in the strings.
That's
and
true.
Guitar.
That's true. Well, JFed, he's very into beards and ice baths.
Ice baths, yes. If you go to Vermont, he will invite you into a real ice bath.
A real
he breaks the ice and gets in it. The colder it is, the happier he is.
That sounds
that's
awful.
incredible.
Well, that's good.
See, there are those of us who think, no, not so much. But
hypothermia.
He does
no,
have
thank
his
you.
fan. He does have a fan base.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's really cool.
I'm actually, in the summer that actually sounds amazing because I'm a very sweaty person.
No, honey. This is not about summer. This is not about summer. No. Like trudge out there in the snow, take a sledgehammer to the ice,
Listen,
and jump
me and
your
Lexi
butt
could
in there
barely make it
and
from the
stay in
parking
there
lot.
for as long as you would ever can stay. I think it's insane. I personally don't have any desire to do so.
Is it like the longer you stay in, you get a prize or something? Like if you can break the record? Because I'd try that.
I think it's only in his mind, the prize he gets.
Yeah, it's supposed to do something healthy for you, but I don't know what. I don't know what.
I won't knock it till I try.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I'm not.
I could see this. Yes.
Right.
we should. So you've all been very generous with your time, and we appreciate it. We'll let you bounce in a minute, but I do want to make sure everybody knows where to find you online, the band, the podcasts, everything. What should our listeners know in terms of keeping up?
Well, you should know that if you don't follow us, it'll be impossible to ignore us. because Sepsiss has a talent of being everywhere online.
I was just gonna say that they're like me. They're everywhere.
Always. We have this. 2024 will be the most productive year we've ever had. And that's a terrifying prospect because that means I have a lot of work to do. No, but I don't quote me on this and nail me to the cross, but Virginia, we'll be back in Pennsylvania this year. It looks like North Carolina. We'll be returning to the Chicago area. I got some huge news coming up for fans in the Midwest. I can't even get on that right now. Upstate New York, Ohio, Swarmy Fest 3, and so much more. We got new music coming out, maybe some acoustic songs. Of course, we got Take the World by Swarm, our second album.
I love Take the World by Swarm. I like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The amazing, our engineer and producer, the amazing Glenn Robinson. As you know, his work has been nominated for Grammys before. Our producer, Glenn Robinson, from, of course, Jason Newsted, Gwar, Queensryche. If you don't know about our producer, go check him out. He's worked on everything from Guitar Hero to even remastering work with U2 on HBO. So go, if you didn't know, I would say Glenn Robinson is definitely the seventh member of Sepsiss. So he'll be back with us on the second record. Of course, our friends and partners and stations do have Romance and Reality. Romance and Reality is not released for streaming yet, but all of our friends have it. So
I believe you can pre-order it on DistroKid, and it's going to be released December 21st.
Yep.
Oh, excellent.
Yep.
We're also going to hear it at the end of the segment.
I was going to say, maybe you might be able to hear it if you guys tune in. You get to hear, and I think that's a thing that cool thing that me and Melissa have been doing. Is letting our fans and partners and radio stations get our music first before the industry gets it.
Yeah.
A lot of artists will go out and they give all their music to the industry.
Yeah.
We're doing something different. We're giving it to our friends and to our curators and to our partners first, and then the industry gets it later.
Yeah.
And then also we're playing in Connecticut on January 13th.
How could I forget?
I know.
Toad's
oh my
Place
God.
with
Where are we playing? I
Opus.
forgot.
His birthday bash.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we
Opus's
love
Blizzard birthday bash.
We love Dead by Wednesday. And
I used to book them here in Manchester. I booked shows for them when they would come up. This years ago.
Crazy.
Years ago.
I mean, there'll be a lot of people who probably will be funky about my next statement, but I think Dead by Wednesday is the perfect example of a poster band of success for New England bands. I think when you want to, if you want to go, what is the definition of making it? Because once if you truly make it, then maybe you'd be done, I guess. But this is like, what is the definition of moving forward towards the direction of making it?
Yeah.
I feel like Dead by Wednesday is one of those bands, and there are others, but I will say stiff competition. I would say Dead by Wednesday is by far the perfect example of New England bands making it and being successful. They are the entire package of what I think definably clearly represents successful bands in New England.
Legion of Solace in the chat says also the birthday bash in January will be a reunion for the original 6 lineup for Dead by Wednesday.
Yo, I didn't even know
What?
that.
That's not even
That's wild.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I am blown away.
Yeah.
What a wow. Whoa. I'm blown away. And now I want it to be the Blizzard Bash. Can it be tomorrow?
Oh, we have to get this into Anna Randall in the chat room says, I personally think that Sepsiss is amazing on many levels. I'm not being biased, just stating the truth. Very nice.
She's famous.
Very cool. Very cool. What's the so where should people go? Should people go to your main website for everything? Can they find everything there?
Yes.
All the shows and
Yes.
podcasts and
One-stop shop, sepsiss.com.
Yeah, we're doing if anything I can, and this is a great advice for artists too. I know we've done a lot to rely and to count, and they're great tools, social media and all these third-party apps and the subscription lifestyle, as I like to call it. But this year, me and Lexi have gone over so many bands that just don't have websites.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And an address.
Oh
If you were
my
filling
gosh.
out a job application for Wendy's, you'd have an address.
Right.
You'd have a phone. You'd have a phone number.
Yep.
Right.
And an address. Bands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please.
Please.
Please. You want to be taken seriously.
Yeah, you need a
That's
.com.
something else that we kind of have recognized too, because we've actually given some folks some highlights on some of the websites we have.
For sure.
Try and give
I
them
love
some
what you
artist
guys
highlights,
got.
because it's hard for some to get that first website up.
Fill out your bio. Have a phone that somebody can reach you at. A professional email and a website.
Please.
Have a home for your band.
There was a weird
Yeah.
period. This goes back almost 20 years. But I remember when MySpace got really big. There was this because I've been at this.
Yeah,
a
didn't
long,
we learn
a long
then?
time.
Not to
Yeah.
put. We should have learned that then.
But the thing is, so I've also been a web designer for a long time,
Yep.
and I would run into this a lot where bands would tell me, "Now we don't need a website. We have MySpace. We're on MySpace."
Oh my gosh.
And that
Oh,
They're using
see,
that
that's
as
what
their
I mean.
home?
and that became a thing. Where
And
I would
that's
hear
the
that.
thing now with artists. Find us on Instagram or check out my Spotify.
Yeah.
This is the
That's not your
one that
website.
Bandoozle and Bands in Town
That's
and
not a website.
Bandemonium. What's the other one?
Band-
Reverb.
Bandcamp and
Bandcamp,
Oh, yeah,
Band
Bandcamp.
Town. Band
Yep.
Bands in
Band
town.
Packer.
Yeah.
They got to pack it up and start the buses. We can't find anybody.
Those aren't
There's an
websites.
app for every. I mean, and how many subscriptions are you going to have? Twitter's up for
Come
sale. You're
on.
doing subscriptions at Twitter everywhere. Everyone's going to. So you have a subscription to be yourself.
Right.
You pretty soon you're going to be
Seriously.
subscribing to your last name if it's not nailed down.
Right.
Right.
You and the Social Security Department
Right.
are going to start a subscription. Let me get out of here.
They need a website.
I love you.
No, you're right though. Yeah. So Sepsiss. It's a Sepsiss.
Yes, we're doing everything from sepsiss.com.
And we should, for people who don't know, it's SEPSISS.
You can find us on all the Snapper Google poppers. We're all on all the stuff.
You're very Googleable,
Yes, but
which is
And we
important.
can find you on many of these services.
right, we're on all
you
of
do
that
have a
stuff.
home.
Yeah.
Yes, but we do. We
Please
do
visit
have,
our home.
And you know what? Here's the other thing. Bands are always talking about, you can do all this virtual stuff and spend all kinds of money. To support Sepsiss, you don't have to spend any money all the time.
Yeah.
It could just be something simple as leaving us a Google review or signing our guest book on our .com. Those are things that you could do to help out really any band that don't cost a lot of money. And you know what? Get off the internet and go see a show. If not our show,
A show.
a show. If you don't come and see Sepsiss, go see the band in your neighborhood. People are always asking me, you see these things online, who's the most underrated band? And then you'll see people will say their favorite celebrity bands. The most underrated, underdeveloped, underappreciated, underpaid band that is super talented is your neighbor.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Not even kidding. If there's anything I've learned this year from the process that we've done and how we've been changing the format all year, more and more I get into music. It's like, I always tell them, it's unbelievable how much talent we have. In,
Oh, yeah.
in just in
there's
New England,
so
just
much,
in our town, just in our city. I'm always floored by how many new and amazing artists come up I get to see. I mean, it really does surprise me. You
Yeah.
think that it's there's a whole lot of diamonds out there.
Oh, definitely.
Yep, absolutely. Well, so we'll let y'all go. Thank you again, by the way, for the wonderful shirts. Thank you, the three of you, for coming in.
Yes.
We-
Shout
Thanks for
out to
having us.
Bruce and Malcolm and everybody in the Solace,
We're
man.
definitely going to be having you guys back in.
Yeah,
and I
we're
know
back.
I definitely want to have you guys come back in and talk about some of the stuff that's going on in the industry.
The cool thing
what
about
bands are
Sepsiss is we can
facing.
bring back more people. So, like, we could completely switch everybody out. It could be like strangers next time.
That's right.
Right. So we'd just send, Salvatore and Hot Sauce, and it would be like having complete strangers. They'll walk in, and you guys would be like, "Who are you people?"
I will recognize them.
Right.
Thank
Because
you.
you're swarmy.
Thank you. How dare you think I wouldn't?
So if you didn't know, so there are levels to this now. So there's like fans, and of course people are like, what is a swarmy? Swarmies are the closest thing that you can be to being in the band.
Oh, okay.
People don't know that. So so there's like fans, and there's like super fans, and then there's like swarmies, and swarmies are almost like staff members, but the elite green beret of the swarmy is called the Yellow Jackets.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you're a Yellow Jacket, so a swarmy is like a prestigious fan. A swarmy is a ultimate Sepsiss fan, but is a public fan. Because like some fans would be your fan, but they're not publicly.
Right.
Like I'm your fan conveniently. you know what
Whenever
I mean?
you're
Like,
catering
I'm
to
a
me.
fan when you're doing stuff that
That I like.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're
Something
doing
for me.
I didn't like
Right.
that. I'm not sharing it.
Right. When I agree
Right.
with you 100%, then I'm your fan. Okay. But like.
If it's 2% off, nope.
Right, celebrating differences? Nope. But Yellow Jackets are the fans that celebrate us publicly, regardless of our differences, regardless of our humanity,
Yeah.
regardless of what makes us special and unique. Yellow Jackets are the I would say the elite swarmy.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Very
Excellent.
cool.
Love
Very
it.
cool.
Love it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you
Absolutely.
so much. And as promised, we're going to play Romance and Reality. This is not yet available on the streaming services, but we've got it here for you to close out this segment. And we have plenty more Matt Connarton Unleashed to come. Don't go away.
Illusion. I can't wait to lose my
on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, free dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria.
For delivery, call 603-782-8450.
Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town.
1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Best cocktails around.
Come in as friends and leave as family.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
Oh, up in the sky, Don Nelson
Ferris.
with Skyview Traffic.
Ferris.
We've got scores of accidents.
Tom!
What's the matter?
Oh, it's Ferris.
What? What's wrong?
What's wrong? For Christ's sake, look at him, honey.
Ferris?
He doesn't have a fever, but he says his stomach hurts and he's seeing spots.
What's the matter, Ferris?
Papa?
Honey, feel his hands. They're cold and clammy.
I'm fine. I get up.
No!
I have a test today.
No!
I have to take it. I want to go to a good college so I can have a fruitful life.
Honey, you're not going to school like this now.
Oh, fine. What's this? What's his problem?
He doesn't feel well.
Yeah, right. Dry that one out, you can fertilize the lawn.
Jeannie? Is that you? Jeannie? I can't see that far. Jeannie? Jeannie,
Bite the big one, Junior.
Thank you, Jeannie. You get to school.
Wait, you're letting him stay home? I can't believe this. If I was bleeding out my eyes, you guys would make me go to school. This is so unfair.
Jeannie, please don't be upset with me. You have your health. Be thankful. Oh.
Oh. That's it. I want out of this family.
I'm okay. I'll just sleep. Maybe I'll have an aspirin around noon.
Now listen, I'm showing some houses to that family from Vermont today, so I'll be in the area now. My office will know just where I am if you need me, okay?
Okay.
I'll check on you too, pal.
It's nice to know that I have such loving, caring parents. You're both very special people.
Now you get better, Pumpkin.
Okay, Pumpkin.
I'll be home at 6 sharp. If you need anything, call.
Ringy ding.
We love you, sweetie.
And the me.
Call if you need us.
They bought it.
Skip day, playing hooky, no matter what you call it, is one of the greatest joys anyone can have. To have a free day to do whatever you want is something as adults we strive for and as kids we yearned for. There are many films that depict this, but one shows a young man that truly takes advantage of his day off, all in one of the greatest metropolitan areas in the United States. Directed by teen film maestro John Hughes, Ferris Bueller's Day Off was released in 1986 and stars Matthew Broderick as the titular character, Ferris Bueller, a crafty high school senior that wants a day off to enjoy with his girlfriend Sloane, played by Mia Sara, and neurotic friend Cameron Fry, Alan Ruck, before graduation. While enjoying everything downtown Chicago has to offer, such as the Chicago Institute of Art, a Cubs game at Wrigley Field, and even a parade, the threesome must stay ahead of Ferris's parents and their high school principal, the swarmy Ed Rooney. The introductory clip sets the stage for this film. What makes the character Ferris so endearing is his breaking the fourth wall. That is, him looking at the camera and talking to us, the audience. This tactic has been used in teen movies and television shows since, most notably Saved by the Bell. Our next clip is an example of this. Ferris explains his rules for faking sick and how to get your parents to fall for it. This scene also shows us Ferris's unique worldview and his art of getting out of school.
Incredible. One of the worst performances of my career, and they never doubted it for a second. How could I possibly be expected to handle school on a day like this? This is my 9th sick day this semester. It's getting pretty tough coming up with new illnesses. If I go for 10, I'm probably gonna have to barf up a lung. So I better make this one count. The key to faking out the parents is the clammy hands. It's a good non-specific symptom. I'm a big believer in it. A lot of people will tell you that a good phony fever is a deadlock, but you get a nervous mother, you could wind up in a doctor's office. That's worse than school. You fake a stomach cramp, and when you're bent over, moaning and wailing, you lick your palms. It's a little childish and stupid, but then so is high school. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. I do have a test today. That wasn't bull. It's on European socialism. I mean, really, what's the point? I'm not European. I don't plan on being European. So who gives a crap if they're socialists? They could be fascist anarchists. It still wouldn't change the fact that I don't own a car. I recall Central Park in fall. How you tore your dress. What a mess, I confess. It's not that I condone fascism. Or any ism for that matter. Isms, in my opinion, are not good. A person should not believe in an ism. He should believe in himself. I quote John Lennon, I don't believe in Beatles, I just believe in me. A good point there. After all, he was the walrus. I could be the walrus. I'd still have to bum rides up from people.
So many times on this program, I have said a film needs a good villain, and comedies are no different. This film's villain is Edward Rooney, the dean of students, that makes it his mission to make an example out of the lovable slacker that is Ferris. In our next clip, we hear Rooney describe what Ferris could do to the student body to his dim-witted secretary, played by Edie McClurg. She tells him exactly what he is up against, and it's easy to see that even she loves Ferris in a way.
I don't trust this kid any further than I can throw him. Well, with your bad knee, Ed, you shouldn't throw anybody. It's true.
What is so dangerous about a character like Ferris Bueller is he gives good kids bad ideas.
Uh-huh.
Last thing I need at this point in my career is 1,500 Ferris Bueller disciples running around these halls. He jeopardizes my ability to effectively govern this student body.
Well, makes you look like an ass is what he does, Ed.
Thank you, Grace. I think you're wrong.
Oh, well, he's very popular, Ed. The sportos, the motorheads, geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, Eds, they all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
That is why I have got to catch him this time. To show these kids that the example he sets is a first-class ticket to nowhere.
Oh, Ed, you sounded like Dirty Harry just then.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I mentioned in the opening of this review that Ferris has a neurotic friend, Cameron Fry. To me, Cameron is one of the most memorable characters in any teen movie. In this film, it becomes obvious that Ferris does really care for him and wants to see him break the chains of his neurosis and negative worldview. Our final two clips of this review show their relationship. First, Ferris calls Cameron, who is legitimately sick, to come and enjoy the day with him. And then Ferris calls him again. In the middle of the second call, Ferris is checked on by his father on the other line. We then hear Ferris's shrewdness in keeping up the guise of his being sick.
Hello?
Cameron, babe, what's happening?
Very little.
How do you feel?
Shredded.
Is your mother in the room?
She's in Decatur. Unfortunately, she's not staying. Where are you?
I'm taking a day off. Now get dressed and come on over.
You can't, stupid. I'm sick.
That's all in your head. Come on over.
I feel like complete Ferris. I can't go anywhere.
I'm sorry to hear that. Now come on over here and pick me up. Sheesh. You're not dying, you just can't think of anything good to do. If anybody needs a day off, it's Cameron. He has a lot of things to sort out before he graduates. Can't be wound up this tight and go to college. His roommate will kill him.
When Cameron was in Egypt's land, let my Cameron go.
Pardon my French, but Cameron is so tight that if you stuck a lump of coal up his in 2 weeks, you have a diamond.
And now, Ferris's second call.
I'm serious, man. This is ridiculous, making me wait around the house for you.
Why can't you let me rot in peace?
Cameron, this is my 9th sick day. If I get caught, I won't graduate. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for you.
Do you know what my diastolic is?
Be a man. Take some Pepto-Bismol, get dressed, and come on over here. I'm tired of this stuff.
Well, shut up.
Hold your water for a second. I got another call. Hello?
Ferris!
Hi.
You sound terrible.
Really? Darn. I thought I was improving.
Were you sleeping?
Dad, can you hang on for a second?
Sure, pal.
Hang on. Cameron, it's my dad.
Oh, great. Keep me out of it.
If you're not over here in 15 minutes, you can find a new best friend.
You've been saying that since the 5th grade.
Dad?
Yeah.
All this talking has made me kind of lightheaded. I think I ought to lie down.
Take a hot bath and then wrap a hot towel around your head.
Wrap a hot towel around my head?
And then make yourself some soup. Get a nap. Okay?
Okay.
Hey, Ferris?
Yeah.
Love you, pal.
I love you too. I'm so disappointed in Cameron. $20 says he's sitting in his car debating about whether or not he should go out. He'll keep calling me. He'll keep calling me until I come over. He'll make me feel guilty. This is ridiculous, okay? I'll go. God damn it! Forget it. That's it.
This film is one of the most highly regarded teen comedies of all time. Roger Ebert gave it 3 out of 4 stars. It is Richard Roeper's favorite film. So much so, the license plate on his car is SVFERIS, or say Ferris, a homage to what was on the water tower in the film. The reason is because this film isn't raunchy, mean-spirited, or insulting. It is a good, clean, heartwarming comedy. Filmgoers agreed with critics. It was the 10th highest grossing film of 1986, generating over $70 million in ticket sales. It spawned a short-lived, way less heralded NBC TV series that featured Jennifer Aniston. It was canceled after 13 episodes among very low ratings. Despite this, the film is one of the most beloved comedies in cinema history. Everything I just listed about the good-natured humor of this film, coupled with excellent performances, great direction by John Hughes, and memorable cameos from Ben Stein and Charlie Sheen, make this a true comedy classic, and one that is a must-see no matter who you are, no matter where you're at. I guarantee you, you will find a smile on your face after viewing this film. I hope you join me next week when, in honor of Veterans Day, we look at Oliver Stone's biopic of Vietnam War veteran turned activist Ron Kovic in the film Born on the 4th of July. For WMNH and Matt Connarton Unleashed, this has been a classic film review with Erich Pilcher.
Come on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, free dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria.
For delivery, call 603-782-8450.
Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town.
1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Best cocktails around.
Come in as friends and leave as family.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600. or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
You're listening to WMNH 95.3.
The commander to the supreme leader, Matzo coming down.
Welcome back, everybody, as we are about to cruise into our third hour. Never said that before on the show. Of Matt Connarton Unleashed. We're on our new schedule here every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Time. For those of you listening online from other places, welcome. We are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast Channel 6 if you're in Manchester. And hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. Jenny is here as well at the news desk.
Present and accounted for.
And thank you again to, let's see, so we had Sepsiss in here. We had William and Zach and Lexi. And thank you again to them for these wonderful shirts. And we took some pics with them. We'll post those online. Or maybe
the shirt is from Legion of Solace. They made that special for you.
Oh, Legion of Solace made this.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
That's them that signed all over it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, no, very, very nice.
I think their band name, is on the front.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it? Or on the back?
I'm
sorry.
I don't want to unfold it again, but no, that was very nice. So we really appreciate
cool.
that. Really appreciate that a lot. And of course, we had Erich Pilcher's classic film review, the subject being Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And you can also, that's also posted separately online if you just want to, if you missed the review and you want to check it out. He does a wonderful job with those, and we appreciate it. And we want to mention too, before we talk to our guests, we're going to be tonight at 66 Hanover Street is the address. There's Bizza, who's a great hip hop artist who I've interviewed, is going to be playing tonight. And I'm not sure who else is going to be there, but my old friend Derek Smith from way back in the day, he reached out to me and he's getting involved in a show that's going to be going on there. So I can't really say much more about it than that because the flyer that he sent me is a bit lacking in information, but I know the address. So Jenny and I will be there tonight at 8 p.m.
Artsy.
What's that?
We're getting artsy.
Yeah, it's some sort of art studio, but they have live music. So
Which
yeah,
I'm totally stoked about. He never goes to art stuff with me. This is like the first time he's going to go to an art stuff with me, so I'm excited.
Yes. I'm not sure exactly what we're getting into. Like I said, I just have an address.
Paint.
So
I'll get some inspiration to go home and slap some paint.
That's right. But we have Derek Smith is calling actually, so he can fill us in on whatever details we're lacking. Hey, Derek.
Hi.
You are live on the air, my friend. Yeah, tell us more about tonight.
I'm calling to give you that additional information.
Yes, please.
So you gave the address, and yes, Biz is going to be closing the night. Good friend that I've known for 10 years now, Evan Benoit of Happy Just to See You.
Oh, yes.
Local band is going to be opening. And doors are at 7 o'clock, and show starts at 8. And it is a 21-plus show, and it's a suggested donation of $5 to $10.
Okay. And that is that. Now, is it upstairs? I'm trying to remember what
you told. It is upstairs above the Palace Theater at Mosaic Art Collective.
Mosaic Art Collectives. Okay, very good. Very good. Yeah. No, Jenny and I are looking forward to that, and it'll be great to see you, man. It's been I don't even want to think about how long it's been because it makes me feel old. But it's been.
I think it's been since about 2004-ish.
I think so.
Oh my.
I think it really has been that long.
So we're pushing 20 years for
yeah.
reuniting. Yeah.
Yes. No, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. So that'll be cool. So so tonight.
Great.
tonight, and it is above the Palace Theater. Okay, that's right. I remember you telling me that now. The flyer's a little vague, but
no worries. I think I didn't send you the full one that had Mosaic actually featured on it. So sorry for that. But
okay. Yeah, no worries. Well, we will see you this evening, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you.
All right, Derek. Thanks for calling, man. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
All right, my old friend Derek Smith. Yeah, we used to do a lot of stuff in the music scene together, and booked a lot of shows and so forth. So that will be cool. He reached out to me recently, and I was like, wow, that's a name from the past. So very nice. We've got a couple of great musicians here with us making their return. We have Aaron Bilodeau is on the couch.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
And Huey the Gecko is with you.
Hello.
And get right up on that mic.
Sorry about that.
Huey.
That's my bad.
That's okay. No, you've been on with us a bunch of times. One time particularly memorable. Well, actually, no, that was the time you guys were here together. I think you were. Huey was kind of the featured guest.
Right. And I was playing bass for him that day.
But the Pod Awful cult.
No.
That was a legendary. But you had such a good sense of humor about it.
Came down on you,
which was great.
Yeah, I always had my reptile repertoire, my reptile humor.
He really handled it, like a champ. But he was so good.
No, he was. But people around here still talk about that day. So we're gonna these guys are gonna play live for us, and we've got some studio tracks. And my dad is on the line, so we'll speak to him for a moment. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Maddie! Congratulations on the new show and programming.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah,
you're very welcome.
Weird being here.
You're very welcome.
Saturday,
yeah, it's exciting, and some things change. Change is something we all have to deal with. I never liked it much myself, but it's a reality.
Right.
But this will be good. Now, I don't want to interrupt you. Are you interviewing a guest right now?
Yes, we've got a couple of great musical guests here. Aaron Bilodeau is with us, and Huey the Gecko is here as well, and they're going to play live for us in studio.
How you doing?
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm familiar with them, and I saw the prep. So I don't want to hold that interview up or all the good music. I do just a couple of things. I wanted to give a shout out to what I would consider a big hit song, and I think you would agree with me. I'm not going to put you on the spot, man, on this. The song that I think Erich actually premiered on your show, "Wild" by the great Katie Dobbins.
Yes.
You know that song?
Yes, I did play that a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Yes, I know that was great. It was well done, Matt. And Erich did a good job in his presentation on that. Yeah, that is a great song. She is so beautiful and so talented.
Absolutely.
My heart's starting to race. I got to stop on that one.
Uh-oh.
But I want to say, you'll never guess. Well, I'm kidding, sort of. But you never guess what fan club yesterday through Facebook. Do you ever see my philosophical posts on Facebook? I don't know how that works.
I see some of them. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know that I see all of them.
Because I've learned, what I learned was, and your guests will appreciate this, I'm sure. I've learned that if I say anything critical of the Biden administration or Obama or someone, which I had a proclivity to do that initially for a while, and I was very careful. It was very nice, and I would pray on it before I did it. But they would it would come up as a post. And within 5 minutes, bang, it's gone, Matt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, so I stay away from that now, and
We do too.
I talk more about philosophical things and contemporary
about
things in a
politics.
generic context.
Right.
So I wanted to. What fan club? This is an older time singer, great singer. He knew Elvis well. What fan club did I join yesterday? You want to take a shot?
The Mickey Mouse?
I don't know if...
How did you know that? Was that Jenny? How did you get that? Yes, Mickey Mouse, but also Pat Boone.
Oh.
Pat Boone is 89 years old.
Oh, wow.
And he's still singing. He had a little bit of a hip accident recently, but Every Sunday night on WSEW out of Sanford and North Conway, Pat Boone has a radio program, and it's really good, Matt and Jenny. They have, it goes from 8 to 9 for anyone in the area who wants to pick this. Take a look at it. And he'll come in and comment, and he'll always sing the last song himself. But he has all these great artists in Christian music and gospel music, and they are so talented. You know, I won't go into all of that, but I would recommend that. And then after that, Matt and Jenny, at 9 o'clock on WSEW, they have the Bluegrass Gospel Hour, and that is just terrific. I don't know half the groups they play, but they are so good. If you like that genre, and you know I'm eclectic with that stuff, so
yes.
I really appreciate that. So on that note, I will stop and wish you guys well, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
On this new show. It will go well, I'm sure.
Right.
All right. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Take care. Be well. Love you.
All right. Love you. Bye-bye. All right. That was my father, Martin Connarton. Very nice. Very nice. So we're going to hear now, you guys are going to play live for us, but we're going to play a studio track too. We have a couple of studio tracks to play, and we're going to play this Fiesta Control.
Right.
And this is not out yet, right? This comes out Tuesday?
This comes out Tuesday, the 21st. My new album, Drone at Home.
So
I love being the first to hear stuff.
Yeah. So this is the world radio premiere.
Yes.
Excellent. We love the world radio premiere. It's very good. So let's give this a listen, and then we're going to come back and talk some more. And these guys are going to play for us, and really looking forward to this. But here it is from the new album, Drone at Home. Right. This is Aaron Bilodeau. Is Huey the Gecko on this with you?
No.
This is
he's only on the first 2 tracks.
Gotcha. All right. This is Aaron Bilodeau, and the track is called Fiesta Control.
Secrets we keep, chasing dreams that never peak, in a world of highs and lows, wondering how the end will go, yearning for that rush, feelings of connections touched, emotions set aside, allows for talk without fight, without fight. Feel deep regret.
Very cool. That is Fiesta Control from the great Aaron Bilodeau and his new album Drone at Home coming out Tuesday. And Aaron is here with us along with Huey the Gecko in studio. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's interesting. You don't hear a lot of I'm trying to think of other artists who do anything kind of like where the bass is really the lead instrument,
right?
Because we're used to, obviously, in rock music, the guitar being the lead instrument and so forth. But I mean, are there other artists, maybe some that you're influenced by, who do that, where the bass is what is right out in front?
Yeah, my main influence growing up was Square Pusher. He's like a DJ from the 90s.
Okay.
All right. He played stuff like Aphex Twin type of music, but he was a bass player. So he used to play like fretless jazz over techno.
Wow.
And then he started playing slap bass and stuff over it, and he just went crazy, and he was a huge inspiration to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's I do it out of necessity. I'm a bass player, not a guitar player, and I'm all by myself most of the time. So I use the tools that I have, or nothing gets done.
And on a track like that, are you doing everything?
I'm doing everything.
Yeah.
So I play keyboards, and all the drums are programmed.
Okay.
I do the synths and all the hand tools, and of course the bass. And now I'm doing a lot of distortion in my bass, which I've never done before.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. I've never used distortion, so this is the first on this album.
Yeah. Now, is the entire album just you, or do you have other?
Well, no. There's most of it's just me. There's no guest musicians. There's a couple songs. Huey's on Mushroom Dust with me. He does vocals on there.
Excellent.
And I got like 7 people on the first track doing gang vocals.
Okay.
And that's it, And then I did everything else.
Wow. Is it Is this the first full album where you've done everything?
No. Okay, so like my first couple albums, I had guest musicians.
Yeah.
Huey was on a song on Destroyer, and you were also on a song on Zero Acid Burn, my techno album. He was on there.
Okay.
What was that one? That was Relax Kid, It's Just Acid.
Okay.
The name of the song. every song, it's that album's all acid techno from the 90s.
Okay.
So every song title has acid in it.
Oh.
Just for fun.
Right.
And then I had Fredo on a couple songs on the first album.
Yep.
So yeah, this is actually the first one where it's like just me on all the instruments.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Very cool. By the way, a few chat room comments for our friend Huey the Gecko. Jim Hurley says, HTG, get on that mic. Ramani, I probably won't say this correctly, Ramani Beckensall Wood.
We just call her Remy.
Oh, okay. Yep. She's very happy to see you here. Justin Hale says, whoop, whoop, Huey the Gecko, top tier. So very nice.
Hey, Maddie Juno.
Just adding
nice
a little
to
flavor,
see you in
that's
the chat
all.
room.
Yeah, Matt Juno from, of course, the morning show with Peter White. I got to hang out with those guys yesterday morning. Matt says, did you forget about Lemmy, Motorhead? Come on, that's insulting to a rock and roll icon. But I wouldn't consider that...
He sweated on me once.
Oh, Lemmy did?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't
I was
consider
that close.
I wouldn't consider that a lead like what he's doing.
Did you ever wash your shirt after that?
Yeah. Gotta admit.
I mean, Lemmy, the way that he played kind of was, I wouldn't consider that a lead though, like where the bass is out in front,
It was very rhythm.
Yeah. Absolutely. Matty Juno disagrees. He says he was definitely a lead. Well, he was the lead singer, of course, and the leader of the band.
Yeah.
The most infamous one.
Geddy Lee.
Kiss has got to be the most infamous one, right?
Well, no, but I was talking about though where the bass is the lead instrument, like right out in front.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I just meant comparatively to Lemmy like that.
Oh.
Whereas Gene's like a big bass player if you talk about rock icons like that.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Gene Simmons.
I got a lot of my influences from Ryan Martini from Mudvayne.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He did a lot of slap and metal, and he was like my big influence 15 years ago, back when we were doing it, for slapping and all the bands I was in.
Oh, yeah.
And it helped me kind of stick out a little bit.
Yeah, totally. Chad Felch in the chat room says,
Felchy.
He says, Aaron, you rock, brother.
All right.
Very nice. And Isaac Banks says, Huey the Gecko, you rock. Everybody
Thanks,
rocks.
brother.
Everybody rocks.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm dying to hear you guys play live. So
Sorry if I get a little.
Whoa.
Oops, I went the wrong way with that one.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
right. Here, let me mute that mic for a second there.
She's gonna stay where she is.
Okay.
How are you? How are you for?
Don't. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. You didn't break anything. It's supposed to. It's supposed to come out. Well, I mean, it's not supposed to, but it can. Yeah. So really looking forward to hearing you guys play. So I'll let you kind of introduce the tunes as we go and.
All right. This first song is called "What You Play." It's a sing along. The lyrics are for you guys. What you play.
All right.
It's all about what you play. 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 It's all about what you play.
All right. This next song is called "Mushroom Dust."
Chocolate flavor, strange behaviors. Will that mystic man come and save me from his little van? I don't know. Chocolate flavor, strange behaviors. Will that mystic man come and save me with his little plan? I don't know.
Here we go.
Gray field of color, where the shadows play, where the shadows play. Gray field of color, where the shadows play, where the shadows play.
Whispers in the trees, they call my name in this altered state. Nothing is the same. Drifting through this cosmic bunch, lost in the magic of my mushroom dust. Whispers in the trees, they call my name in this altered state. Nothing is the same. Drifting through this cosmic crush, lost in the magic of my mushroom dust. Psychedelic visions of full cosmic sand through my ecology's veil. I transcend. Whoa, my psychedelic visions of full cosmic sand through my ecology's veil. I transcend.
So many vapors and smoke. Yeah, it's hazy. I don't know if a savior to me or not, but it's a savior to a lot. Yeah, get inside the vibe and take a ribbon. It's just a little, don't get psycho, just how a microdose. It's It's mushroom. Great fields of color, where the shadows play, where the shadows play. Great field of color, where the shadows play, where the shadows play.
Whispers in the trees, they call my name in this altered state.
Nothing is the same, drifting through this cosmic cross, lost in the magic of my mushroom dust. Whispers in the trees, they call my name in this altered state. Nothing is the same, drifting through this cosmic cross, lost in the magic of my mushroom dust. As the train goes by.
Thank you.
I wish my fingers would move that fast.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
love
it.
that one.
This is the first time for me now playing without all my backing tracks, my safety tracks.
Yeah, last time you were here, you had quite the setup.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. This next song is called Winter.
At the start of winter, early evenings come.
That means the darkness.
That means no sun. 3 months of winter,
Still ahead of us all.
and it's cold.
And it's dark.
Don't let the sadness come.
Want some high?
Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
Want some high? Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
At the start of winter,
early evenings come. That means the darkness. That means no sun. 3 months of winter,
still ahead of us all,
and it's cold, and it's dark.
Don't let the sadness come.
Want some higher? Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Want some higher? Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Ooh, ha, ha. Ooh, ha, ha. That was winter. Thank you. I got 2 more. You want to do them now, or?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
I'm digging it.
Me too. I'm just sitting over here.
Hello, sir. What brings you here? Sitting all alone in a state of fear. Rocking back and forth side to side. Wasn't that a nice ride? Have a seat and let me fix something. It'll help you stop the thumping. Lay back, rest your head, if you can, in a thin bed. Dr. Milligram,
Can you see gravity? It pulls me through.
Dr. Milligram.
Can't you see gravity? It pulls me through.
Paper spoon to finish your meat. Kicking back in cement seats. One day soon you'll get out of here.
Maybe not.
Maybe not that soon. Dr. Milligram.
Can't you see gravity? It pulls me through.
Dr. Milligram. Can't you see gravity?
It pulls me through.
Dr. Milligram. Can't you see
gravity? It pulls me through.
Dr. Milligram.
Can't you see gravity? It pulls me through.
Grab a milligram.
Can't you see gravity? It pulls me through.
Very cool. We should mention, by the way, that's a single, right? And there's
there's a video on YouTube, on my Facebook, on YouTube, but definitely find it on YouTube.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Dr. Milligram, starring my wife, Amy the nurse.
Yep.
And Philip as the patient.
Phil.
Big Duffy, you're out there. And of course, my hype man.
Yes.
Huey the Gecko.
Yes, yes. You got one more live one to do?
I do. I have another one for you.
Awesome.
Two, yes.
Lady on the shore.
With her toes in the sand.
Lady on the shore.
With her toes in the sand.
Lady on the shore.
With her toes in the sand.
Lady on the shore. Lady on the shore.
With her toes in the sand.
Lady on the shore.
With her toes in the sand.
Lady on the shore. Lady on the shore. There once was a man in the middle of the valley of back so little. He said he would find a love so pure that he did with the lady on the shore. Here we go. Down in the valley, where the sun never reaches, no flowers grow, and the man even never sleeps.
Tapping feet, twirling hair all day. Lady on the shore with her toes in the sand. Lady on the shore with the toes in the sand. Lady on the shore with the toes in the sand. Lady on the shore with her toes in the sand. Lady on the shore with her toes in the sand. With her toes in the sand. Lady on the shore with her toes in the sand. Here we go. Down in the valley, where the sun doesn't reach, no flowers grow, and the man never sleeps. That's called Lady on the Shore.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. That's off my first album, Hello to Nobody.
Ah, very good. If you're just joining us, we have Aaron Bilodeau here with us live in studio, and Huey the Gecko is accompanying him, and very, very cool. In a moment, we'll play another studio track from the upcoming album, Drone at Home, coming out on Tuesday. But which mic is that? That's that one. Okay. Yeah, these guys have been playing live for us. And before we get to the studio track, you're getting a lot of love in the Facebook live chat.
Oh.
Justin Hale says, Huey is a pinnacle of energy and creativity. He needs to be put out there more.
Of course. Everybody bring him out.
Tony Petrello, one of our co-hosts on Retro Spectrum Radio on Friday nights, says, I am not stoned enough for this. But he didn't say he didn't like it, so he just said he's not,
well, there's always time.
Proper state, that's right. Yogi's Basket says, Huey the Gecko is so talented, he can play so many instruments so well. Let's see. I'm kind of working backwards here.
Genius among lizards.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Now, you mentioned in the song, I'm sorry, I'm getting the titles mixed up. The single with the video.
Dr. Milligram.
Dr. Milligram,
yes.
So, you mentioned being pulled by gravity. Melanie La Liberty, our friend from Vermont, says, fun fact, if the gravitational pull of the moon changed in the slightest, we are all blanked. So that's
scary.
That is scary. Yes, that could happen at any moment.
Yeah.
Miriam Banish is in the chat room. She says, "I like this." She likes.
Thank you.
She likes what you're doing. Absolutely. And John Burke in the chat room says, "Hell yeah, brother." I think that's for you, Huey.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yep. And Nick Murdoch joins us in the chat and says, damn, I forgot about the new time until now. And the wife and I are about to head out. Hello to everyone. Hope things are going well, Maddie. I love you, brother. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you.
Tons of support. Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
Lots of love.
Absolutely. Miriam said, I'm so clueless. What is slapping? Yeah, that's the slapping of the bass.
Yeah, slapping it with your thumb.
Yeah, and what I noticed too, when you're playing, actually, I think it was with the last song, "Lady on the Shore." It really, when you turn on the distortion and you're playing in that high register, it really does sound like an electric guitar.
Nice.
Yeah,
it was out of necessity.
Yeah. No, that really works. Lou Saviano, who I suspect is related to our favorite Gecko.
Hell yeah.
Lou says Aaron, one of the best bass players in New England.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you.
I loved you at Gecko Fest.
Absolutely, I would agree. Let's see. I think we're caught up there. Isaac Banks from Greensboro, North Carolina says Justin and Aaron from Huey the Gecko keep on rocking, and check out on Facebook Live. Online is me, known as Eichmann Breezy, and Teen Sensational on Sunday evening, 7 to 9 p.m. Alrighty.
I'm a little worried about him today.
What's that?
I'm worried about him today.
About Isaac Banks?
Yeah, there was no hashtag.
No hashtag. Yes,
I don't know.
That's
we say.
Okay. He
Is it an
usually
imposter?
hashtags everything.
Yeah, might be someone else.
Yeah, our friends from Greensboro, they use a lot of hashtags. Well, let's. I'm dying to hear this other track, this studio track. Glamping. Is that the one we wanted to play? And this is
real trippy.
This is, of course, from your upcoming studio album, Drone at Home. Now, what does that mean, by the way? The name of the album.
I use drone tones behind like every song.
Okay.
Yeah. So just like it ended up being a theme for this album. I really liked that. I was using some pads in Ableton. And I really like it, like metal, like kind of just dragging through the whole song.
Yeah.
In the background with a little reverb on it. It kind of became the theme of every single track on this album.
So that's what a drone tone is?
Yeah.
Okay.
To me.
I hadn't heard that term. Okay.
Yeah, like droney music.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Very cool. Well, let's give this a listen. So this is called Glamping. Whoops. I made a mistake there. I haven't been here in a couple weeks. Here we go.
Come on, kids, we got a brand new Airstream, but you just want to stay home. It's got a widescreen TV, even bigger than me, but you just want to stay home. You can use a golf cart with a brand new paint job, but you just want to stay home. Come on, dear, you can feed some deer, but you all just want to stay home. Let's go glamping. I really want you there. Let's go glamping. Yeah. Let's go glamping. I really want you there. Let's go glamping.
That is Glamping. That is from Aaron Bilodeau, his new album, Drone at Home, coming out on Tuesday. And so we're featuring new tracks from that today, as well as these guys. Huey the Gecko is here with them, and they played live for us. And Miriam in the chat room says, haha, I love this. I just want to stay home. Excuse me. Yeah.
This song is for all those ungrateful children out there that don't appreciate the finer things of like nature.
Art.
Oh, I'm that way. I don't like to go into the woods. Well, I'm very afraid of deer ticks and mountain lions, the Blair Witch.
If you're afraid of everything, though, you're gonna miss out.
Yeah, I'm okay with missing out on the woods.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I prefer going out on like boats over the woods.
Oh,
personally,
yeah.
It is
a
little bit safer. You don't have to worry about bears.
Right. I mean, there's drowning, but hopefully not.
Just wear your life jacket. You'll
That's
be
right.
fine.
That's right. Oh, by the way, our friend Derek Smith, who called a few minutes ago, he also put this in the chat room. So this is regarding the show tonight that Jenny and I are going to be at. He said, here's the full information. Artists Only and Mosaic Art Collective presents DJ Bizza from Portland, Maine, whom I have interviewed on the show, plus Evan Benoit of Happy Just to See You. I don't think I've interviewed him, but I know that band. Doors are at 7, shows at 8. It's 21 plus tonight, and the suggested donation is $5 to $10, and that is above the Palace Theater at 66 Hanover. So Jenny and I are going to be heading over there this evening. Miriam says regarding glamping, I needed this song when I was driving back from Pennsylvania.
Well, thank you.
Now, so when you play out, is it always the two of you together? Do you perform together always, or no?
No, just when he's available.
Yeah.
If he's available, he's there with me. But it's not always. I got my full show set up for myself.
Yeah. So when it is just you, are you bringing the setup like you brought here previously?
I bring the full setup I had last time, like that rolling PA, and I got a mixer that I run my backing tracks. I got a earpiece with my click in it.
Yeah,
because it's the only way I can keep up with my the perfect time with the backing tracks.
Yeah,
and then that's it. I sing the songs, and I played a show recently. I played Porch Fest in Antrim.
Okay.
That was like a really good. I got a full hour.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and it even an hour just flies by.
Yeah.
But I was really pleased with like the sound. Everything came out really good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the plan moving forward.
And you were saying, I can't remember if this was on air or off air. You were saying your plan is to release an album a year going forward. Is that?
Yeah. So what I've been doing, my first album came out in 21. Okay. And that was a big push because I was having an existential crisis, thinking I was going to die. So, I'm in my 40s. I'm going to have a heart attack. Something's going to happen. I've always wanted to put out an album, and I never did. So it was a big rush.
Yeah.
And the sooner I got to the deadline, the sooner, my anxiety was just through the roof. I got to get it done. I got to get it uploaded. As soon as I get it uploaded, it doesn't matter after that. And then I put that out immediately after I joined Dank Sinatra. I was in that band for 8 months as their keyboard player. And then after that, I put out an album right away. It took me a couple months, and I put out Destroyer. And I'm like, I'm just going to keep doing this every year.
Yeah.
So after Destroyer, I put out an EP on the 1st of the new year. And then I realized, I should just do an album and an EP like that guy Square Pusher I was talking about.
Yeah.
He puts out like a full bass album with all the tracks and everything and all the instruments every year. But then right after that, he puts like a techno album out, which is like an accompaniment album to what he just put out. And he's been doing that for years. I love that. Alice in Chains did that. They did like album, EP.
Yeah.
So I kind of that's my goal now. It's so now I got 3 full lengths. I've done it every year for 3 years, and this year, January 1st, I put out an EP. So I plan on putting one out. I'd like to push it out towards the spring a little bit, because it was just too soon last time.
Yeah,
but album, EP, and just keep popping them out as long as I can.
Yeah, excellent.
There's no excuse not to.
Right.
I got music just like flowing out of me.
Yeah.
There's no lack of inspiration. on this end. It's just motivation, really.
Yeah. Well, also too, you've found a way to do it all yourself.
Right.
So it's like, that must be kind of liberating, right?
Well, it was hard. It was hard at first. Like I didn't even know how to play keyboards for my first album, and I bought it. I'm like, I've never worked with MIDI before.
Yeah.
First, I was drawing MIDI, and then I got a keyboard, and I started doing that, and I learned how to do that. And then all of a sudden, I'm thrust into a band playing keyboards. Oh my God, the anxiety was through the roof.
Really?
That. Towards the end, every gig, I was shaking and causing a scene and everything. And then I get on stage, it's all fine. But once you hit that first note, everything's fine. But it was rough. I made some weird investments. Like I bought an 88 key, fully weighted, heavy keyboard.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm in my 40s lugging this giant thing around, but I got 2 keyboards, and then my computer, my whole setup, all my synths and everything.
Yeah.
And my anxiety was through the roof at the end.
Yeah.
And it took me a while, but the best thing was I wasn't made to be a keyboard player.
Oh, is that why you left?
It was all me.
Yeah.
And rightfully so at the time. But it was the time in that band really forced me to get good quick. Get good quick, learn how to jam, learn how to make changes on the fly.
Yeah.
Because we were doing it all the time. And if I didn't do that, have that whole experience, I would have never put out Destroyer. Immediately after. It was really the best thing that could have happened to me at that time.
Yeah.
It pushed me, and here I am now, and I got three more albums out of it so far. 2 albums and an EP. So yeah, that's the goal.
I think we have time. I'd like to, if I can find it online quickly, I'd like to play that other. You were telling me about.
Aztec Death Whistle. That's off of Zero Acid Burn. That's the techno EP.
Let me see if I can find it quickly. I'd like to play that.
Sure.
I think.
Was there something? Why did it get your attention?
Well, Aaron was talking about it earlier because Otto is on this track.
Right. Otto Kinzel from Dust Prophet. He plays guitar on that track.
Otto was on there.
Yeah, I reached out to him, and he was no problem. He had it back to me in like 3 days.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I found it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. Yeah. So I'm curious to hear this. And now, but it was off air. You were talking about it, right? Do you want to explain to everybody what that is?
The death whistle. So my friend gave me this whistle. It's black and it's in the shape of a skull.
Yeah.
Right. It's about fist size. It's pretty good size. And you blow into it, and it sounds like a scream, like a real breathy, ghostly banshee scream. And back in the day when the Aztecs would go to war. There would be 1,000 of them over the hill, blowing these things all night, keeping the enemies up, not letting them sleep. And then they charge in, blowing these whistles, and it just sounded like ghost screams. It's amazing. You can hear it's the first sound on here, and it repeats on the track, so you can kind of hear it.
Cool. I'm really curious to hear this. So let's give this a listen. So this is Acid Death Whistle, Aaron Bilodeau featuring the great Otto Kinzel. I'm very curious. Here it is. Is that it again at the end? That's it. Wow, very cool. Very cool. Well, we learned something. I like it. Very catchy. Wow, we are rapidly running out of time. So the new album comes out Tuesday?
Tuesday, the 21st.
All right.
Right before the Turkey Day.
Thank you for everyone that shouted us out.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you. Thank you, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, amazing.
Should you maybe, for people looking for you online, should you maybe spell your last name?
Yeah, sure. It's Aaron, Aaron, Bilodeau, Bilodeau. You can find me everywhere. Find me on YouTube. I've got like 200 videos on there.
Yep. Very good. Yeah, and check out the video for, is it Dr. Milligram?
Dr. Milligram, that's the newest video.
Yeah, I watched that today, yeah.
Off of Drone at Home.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
And I played it without all the stuff today, kind of acoustic or whatever.
And do you have any live shows coming up in the area?
No, that's it for now. I'm booking.
Okay.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, that's it. You were the last one for now.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Aaron Bilodeau, Huey the Gecko. I appreciate you both.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Yes.
Both of you guys.
Absolutely. And Jenny, did you want to plug your website or anything?
Absolutely. You can always check me out at jenncoffey.com, JENNCOFFEY.com. My artwork's up there, my writings, things of that nature. And if you are an artist and you'd like to be featured on Matt Connarton Unleashed, make sure you message me or reach out to Matt. We'd be happy to get you booked.
Yes, indeed. And of course, thank you again to William and Zach and Lexi from Sepsiss for coming in. And of course, Erich Pilcher for another great classic film review. And if you missed any part of today's show, it'll be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org and at my website, mattconnerton.com. Our first Saturday morning show in the books. And thank you all. And we'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.